Mexico City hospital blast prompts frantic search for babies. Rescuers rushed from the rubble with babies in their arms after a gas explosion leveled part of a maternity hospital in Mexico City on Thursday, killing at least 2 people and injuring dozens more. More than 100 people were inside when the blast occurred at about 7 a.m. at the Cuajimalpa Maternal Hospital after a hose burst on a truck supplying gas to the building. Paramedics carried bloodied victims on stretchers. Ivonne Lugo Durantes told CNNMexico she spent 10 minutes trapped under rubble before rescuers reached her. The supervising nurse called her husband, Angeles Sanchez, after the blast. As she described what was happening, he heard people in the background screaming for help. "I am still a little bit in shock. It was a nightmare," she said, describing how hospital workers tried to rescue babies from a nursery as flames engulfed the building. One of the fatalities was a woman, the other a baby, Mexico City Health Secretary Armando Ahued told reporters. At least 66 people were injured, officials said, including about 20 newborns. 7 babies were in critical condition, he said. Officials initially reported the higher death toll, but later said a mix-up between the number of those deceased and those seriously injured led to an incorrect report. Outside the hospital, frantic family members searched for word of loved ones they feared were inside. Hours after the explosion, officials said it appeared everyone had been removed from the rubble. But some witnesses feared there could be more victims trapped in the debris. Jose Eduardo was relieved to learn his wife and son, who was born on Wednesday, had survived the blast. He heard about the explosion on the news from his home, where he'd gone to rest after the baby was born. He rushed to the hospital to be by his wife's side. "She told me that it started to smell like gas and the ceiling started to fall on everyone," he told CNNMexico. "She covered up the baby and ran. His wife was barefoot when she escaped," he said. "Others were naked. We started pulling babies from the debris who were alive," Ignacio, a volunteer at the scene, told CNN. "We pulled out. Fortunately, I think we pulled out 7. We would have wanted to pull out more." Witnesses said the explosion shook the neighborhood. "We heard something, and it smelled so much like gas, really a lot. And then 2 minutes, 3 seconds later, we saw an explosion that made everything fly in the air," witness Teresa Ramirez told CNNMexico. "It threw me to the ground.